What's up? Let's see if my microphone is selected correctly. I don't think. Yep, it's actually good. Sweet. Well, I wanted to test out something. Well, what's up, you guys? Monday, April 1st. Freaking man, I can't believe it's like April. I just wanted to do a pop up really quick because I wanted to test this out really quick too. The music. See if it comes up correctly. But yeah, what's up, man? Gonna be here for like an hour and then Star Wars Addict. What's up, man? It's gonna be here for like an hour. I haven't been doing too many of these because like just stuff has come up, but usually have these just to chat about whatever. If you guys want to bring up anything, if you guys want to talk about anything, just let me know. I do have like a couple things pulled up here, like things I'm eyeing right now. So and then if you guys Star Wars Addict, if you want to talk about anything, just let me know and I'll bring it up. But yeah, just have this. I'm busy. I'm busy all this week. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much busy all this week, and then yeah, next week's gonna be crazier. But what's up? Um, let's see. Let's see. I am gonna go through. I got something pretty cool. Well, actually, not. I haven't got it yet, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Where are you? I've been looking at this for like the longest time ever. And the only website that pulls it up correctly is going to be Sideshow. And freaking like it's the it's the Prime One Green Lantern. I've been seeing this like here and there, like either way overpriced or like in the middle. But I don't know why I can't just pull the trigger on this one, man. I really want it. It's just like freaking just I don't know. We'll see. But this is the one I'm looking at, and for some reason on the website it's freaking like not working for some reason on Prime ones. Let's see. Been still messing with room stuff. You did some changes also. Was it for space or just right? Uh, so what I did, that's a good question, man. So I am moving some. I'm getting rid, or I got rid of the MYC N1. I honestly didn't like the size of it. It looked too small to me. And then like I guess Force Laboratories is making one, so it's gonna be a little bit bigger. So I'll probably be grabbing that one whenever they drop it. I did like the M1, like it was badass and everything, but for me, just the scale, the size of it just looked like a toy to me. Like I didn't see a statue there. That's for me. Uh, for it being the ship, it was really badass. I moved that out, and then like I'm trying to move XM Studios Apocalypse, mostly just to reorganize stuff. I moved the Hawkman from there. Here, let me blow myself up really quick. So Hawkman is usually right behind me. I moved that guy to over there because you can see his wing a lot better. I think it looks pretty cool. Like here, let me get this out of the way real quick. But yeah, so I moved him over there. I don't think I'm gonna keep him there for so long. I'm gonna move him a little bit over. Like whenever I get Green Lantern's most likely gonna go there, and Green Lantern's like picture this Alex Ross print will go there. So just a little reorg. And whenever Prime One decides to do a Flash, I'm hoping Flash will go right here, and then the art print goes right behind Flash. So a little reorg. I'm also since we're talking about it, just to go over it with you, like I am gonna also get rid of like some of these Besta drawers, and I'm gonna create a not create, but get they're called glass fix. But I'm gonna change the setup around too. So the main reason behind that is I don't have that many switch outs anymore. So all my switch outs usually go in here, and what I'm gonna do is just create shells for these, put as many baskets as possible, and like layer them up. I'm getting that idea from DT Tube or DT's Geek Show. So I grabbed the idea from him. So basically, it's gonna be these panels right here, these glass panels. It's gonna go all over here, and that way, this is a little bit of a I don't know if it's good or bad, but like I am gonna load them up with spare parts, or I'm sorry, the switch outs, and then I'm gonna start collecting smaller scale stuff, not quarter or six, but way smaller stuff. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool, man. Like I saw it set up the way I imagined it. Like that's the thing I love about setups. Like people, if you could imagine it, someone's already done it, you know, in like in a sort of weird way, not like identical to what you're thinking, but sort of a way. So sort of like this. Like I have like small figures there, so I'm gonna grab more shells, put them in there, load them up with figures, and yeah. So right now it's interesting. Well, right now it's interesting because it's just the idea right now, but I am planning to do that. Right now it looks pretty good, man. Looking at this picture, goddamn. But yeah, like those are like I said again, like these are where all my switch outs are. These guys are all empty. So I might get rid of this, switch them out for glass panels, and there's my R prints down there. So the other idea for the art prints is to load up the other walls. I have a ton of art prints in there. I go to like a ton of Comic Cons, so I'm gonna load a lot of this room with art prints, and even outside of this room. So there's a lot of stuff coming, man. I'm trying to finish it this week. It's just grabbing the parts, driving out to like the places to go get them. It just takes up time, man. But I'd rather do that than just be on standby and stuff anymore. So what's up, Mitchell? How's it going, man? And if you guys just want to join in too, that's a good question, by the way, Star Wars Addict. Oh, and I'm also changing out this desk. So I am gonna cut. I'm gonna cut this all out, bring it all out, add some 12 by 12s or 12 by 10s onto this desk, make it a custom desk, and then like, yeah, this desk is like. So when COVID happened, like I built this desk from scratch. Like it's one solid piece. I got a 3/4 inch plywood and just laid it, cut it to this closet and just put it in, and it's cool. It's doing its job, but like I want a sturdier desk. That's what I want. I mean, maybe I could hold off on that, but that's the idea right now. But yeah, man. So there's that, and so the cool thing about I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm boring you guys, but the cool thing about the wall prints is gonna be like there's gonna be a lot more art prints in this room, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. And I'm gonna start rotating them too, so they're not gonna be in that folder for like 30 years or something. So, but yeah, Star Wars Attic, man, like it's freaking this year should be packed with like renovations and setting up the room. I feel like the pieces are gonna come, every month, every day, but I'm gonna be patient. Like I'm looking at this Green Lantern right now, and I really want this Green Lantern. But just waiting around for it right now. But how about you, Star Wars Addict? What are you working on? Or Mitchell Lawrence, what are you working on, man? I felt like I talked forever right there. Star Wars Addict says, solid stuff, man. Love collection ideas. Always helps everybody as you take bits from everybody. Yeah, so that's exactly where I wanted to do with this too. Like, so just really quick, there's a ton of holes around this room because, like, there was previous people that lived here, or like people that I put like art prints, or did a shelf up here, up there. I covered up the holes, painted it. There used to be a bunch of holes here. I painted it, and now it's time for some art prints. But yeah, man, just joined. Did you manage to get Sinestro? Hell no. The idea right now is just to get Green Lantern. What's up, Paul? Right now the idea is to get freaking Green Lantern right now, and for some reason I am like freaking stuck with the bonus, the squirrel. I don't know why, but I want the squirrel. I feel like if I get the Green Lantern without the squirrel, like it's not a piece. But if I find him without it for a crazy price, I will just go off. I'll make my own goddamn squirrel. But yeah, man, I love this idea. I think I'm gonna do a whole episode on like people's collections and what they could if they want to share their collections live, so that way we could bounce ideas off each other. But it's not a bad idea, man. Yeah, right. For some reason, the squirrel has to go with this piece. Like I have to get the squirrel. I've been reorganizing the room, dropped all my bestas, almost completed another wall for ships. Let's see. So Question for you, since like you're using Bestas. I'm using Bestas as well. Like, why why do you not put the legs on them? They're like 2 or 3 inches legs. I feel like that the legs add more stability to them in a sort of weird way. No, they add an elevation to them. So I'm just wondering, like, or just curious, like, why not use the legs, man? But yeah, like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to talk about anything, right now I'm looking at this Green Lantern. There's a guy, not locally, but there's a guy out there that has this, and I have no idea why I'm not jumping on it. Like I reached out to the guy and everything. He sounds kind of like skittish a little bit, like like kind of weird. So I don't want to really buy from him. But for some reason, I have not pulled the trigger on this Green Lantern. I don't know what it is, man. I'm scared. Every square and being in a basement is all. Okay. Man, I wish I had a basement. That's the dream right now. Hopefully within this year or next year, I get a new place and I'm definitely gonna get that basement. I think that's what I want for now. But yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna do that for next week. Like share collection rooms or collection tours. And maybe Star Wars Addict, Polly, Mitchell, or whoever you guys could join, and we could spread out those ideas, man. I like changing up like the panel, the people that join the show. So I like grabbing people that like have not joined a live panel. But I do love having everyone else too. But it's I like seeing people from the chat join. Let me see. Is the music okay? I could barely hear it. I can hear it still. It's all good. But yeah, this Green Lantern's crazy. Hey, Star Wars Addict, if you want to join tonight, let me know, man, so you could test it out. And that way you don't have to worry about it next time. When you douchebag says, when you realize that you need to buy furniture for your statues, that's when it's really hits you of how much of a commitment and imposing they can be. That's a whole thing of itself, just my experience. So I talked to this with another collector. I talked about this with another collector. That's part of like the whole statue game, right? Like I started off with Bestas, then I switched over to like shelves, then I jumped back to Bestas, then I switched over to what else did I use? I used like regular wall shelves for like my other pieces, but then I came back to Bestas. But what I'm trying to get at is like I feel like a lot of collectors, even though you tell them or you're being told, you have to go through the freaking what's the thing? What's the word? You have to go through that experience. It either being good or bad. It's like you have to go through it. Like I could tell douchebag like, these are the best shelves ever. But douchebag is probably gonna go with Bestas, or he's gonna go with something else. He's gonna like I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense because like I feel like my collection has gone through like at least 5 or 6 iterations. Even now, I think it looks badass. To me, it looks badass. But like maybe next year when I get this new place, I'm gonna like throw all this away and get mod cases or something. Quiet Storm 80 says, random thought. This might be the first time I've ever seen your hair. Oh, really? Yeah, man, I cut it recently. It was too freaking long. It's freaking crazy. It was cool. It was like curling and everything. People like that kind of stuff. I liked it because like freaking just bounced everywhere. So just freaking ran around with an afro. Star Wars Addict says, I'm usually hosting on Friday nights, so it should be good, but can definitely jump on next week if you want. Yeah, I didn't know you had a YouTube. You have a YouTube? Is that your YouTube right there? Star Wars Addict? My bad, man. I didn't know you had a YouTube. Yeah, if you ever want to join, let me know. I'm gonna do that collection thing sometime next week. Not on a Tuesday, but sometime next week. Mitchell Lawrence says, I'm finally looking forward to seeing Prime 1 and Blitzway John Wick they teased in 2022 out there. They did a freaking John Wick? What? Sorry, 1 second. Let me double check this. Prime 1 John Wick. They did. What the fuck? Oh, they did. Did they show the piece? Oh, it's a freaking ad. Did they show it, or was that just it right there? Being essentially a Blitzway piece. I'm sure it's mixed media. That'd be pretty cool. H-Bomb says, did you used to have some shells you purchased from the Container Store? A great idea that I got from you. Thank you. Hey, where's your cat? H-Bomb, I still have them. Like, here, let me show you. Everyone, like, here, I'll show you guys really quick. I think everyone forgets that I still collect quarter scale stuff. It's all right there. Here, let me make myself bigger. There's all my quarter scale stuff. And that's the, yeah, those are, that's called the Alpha system from the Container Store. And yeah, man, they're solid pieces. All the leftovers I'm still keeping just in case when I move, like I get to use them again. So yeah, they house a ton of pieces, I think. But yeah, H-Bomb, no problem, man. That's what it's all about, baby. Let me put this back. Yeah, like it's crazy, right? Like no one ever mentioned the Container Store as part of like their setup. It's funny. I co-host Spice Runners Lounge on Fridays. Oh, okay. Is that your YouTube channel though? Star Wars Addict 77? Is that what it's called? Or is it just called Spice Runners? My bad. They just showed the logo graphics. Okay. That, you know what? I want to look up Blitzway too. Blitzway. Do they have a website? Oh, they do. How long is that Hawkman with both wings? I think with both wings, it's like 54 inches or something. 55 maybe. Oh man, I think I got a virus. Let's do here. Let's play official site. Oh, what's up, J Rob? How it goes? Oh man, this Bruce Lee freaking came out perfect. Oh, that's cool. So something about this whole collection game too is like, you find out about a lot of new stuff, and when you find out about new stuff, it sucks. It sucks because like you want to add it to your collection, but your collection can only house so much stuff, right? At least for me, like my collection is never going to go past this room, like ever. It's going to stay in here. If I move, maybe you know a little bit larger. Damn, that is crazy space wise on Hawkman, but badass. Yeah, man. So right there, it doesn't look too big like on camera or on whatever, but he is about I think 34 inches right there. Yeah, I think 34 or 35 inches. So both wings, I think it was like 54 or something inches. And I don't know what I could put up there for scale. So here's a Starbucks cup, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put it down and I'll show you I guess the size perspective. 1 second. 1 second. Let me press this. Okay, so now you guys could see. I don't know if you guys could see. Oh crap. Let me put this back up. There's that cup I just showed you guys, just to show you some perspective on it. Yeah, there it goes. It's tiny, man. It's pretty insane, huh? Focus is important. Yeah, I think focus is definitely important. Discipline is important as well, but also having a game plan for all this stuff, man. I don't think anybody talks about that, like having that game plan and sticking to that game plan with a lot of discipline. But yeah, that little cup and there's Hawkman. That's a grande from Starbucks. If you guys like Starbucks, I don't know if everyone likes Starbucks, but it's pretty large. Yeah. Let's go back into some pictures really quick. But yeah, man, like, that's what I think this year is gonna be all about, just renovating the collection room and freaking, freaking freaking enjoying, like, making this whole setup clean, you know? I think, like, that's what 2024 is gonna be about for me. Only thing I have on pre-order right now, or I'm looking at right now, to be honest with you guys, is, Prime on Green Lantern and, XM Studios Magneto. That's it. Nothing else, as far as I know. Oh, I'm sorry, and XM Studios Loki. Those are the only 2 right or 3 I'm looking at right now. You see how the number keeps going up? But yeah, so here's Blitzway, Black Voltron. I wish I could collect the Terminator line, because the Terminator line freaking badass, man. Ugh. I wish I could collect all this stuff. This Blitzway, Bruce Lee is badass though. I want to see if you can see it or anything. I have the new Green Lantern PF on pre-order. You know what's funny? I actually had that up for a second. I honestly like it, J-Rob. J-Rob, that's a badass piece. What else do you guys have in pre-order? Like, we could look it up really quick. I don't mind. I like this Green Lantern, man. If I were to collect like quarter scale DC line all over again, I would definitely pick up the Green Lantern, 1000%. I would pick this up, and then I would pick up the Superman. But huge congrats to you, J-Rob. This looks bitchin'. I think people are. This is one piece when it comes out and people see it in person, they're gonna be blown away by it, I think. But J-Rob, you won't be one of those people. You'll have this in hand, so that's pretty cool. Douchebag says, I get what you're saying. It's like anything in life, you have to go through it, experience it to really understand it. It's a life lesson. I feel like I need to buy a house to be able to display my piece. Yeah, like, if you buy a house, you're still gonna be limited to the room, right? That your collection's gonna be in, unless you bounce it over to the basement. Like the basement's like 4 rooms combined usually. But yeah, I think it's just like what you said. Patrick Thomas, what's up? I want to go PO Sideshow Batgirl, but I'm waiting for an ES announcement. I don't think you have to be worried about that. Like, are you worried that I guess Quiet Storm? I haven't seen you too many times on the chat, but nice for you to join us. But my question to you would be like, what would you want that edition size to be on that Batgirl? Like 1,200? NYC and Force Labs have all my money. I think my money is gonna go with Force Labs, man. I do love what NYC is doing, but I'm seeing their prices like double, almost triple in some pieces. I think a lot of collectors would say rightfully so, because their like pieces are, badass, and I agree. But with Force Labs is putting it out there, it's comparable. It's closely comparable. But I'm gonna go for that N1 from Force Labs. I had a great experience with NYC, but it's just the scale. Oh, Godlike Statues, what's up, man? If any of you guys want to join in, just let me know, and I'll get you guys in here. No problem. Deathstroke, Batgirl, PS, Twitter. I want to ask the guys about this tomorrow. Like, I keep hearing weird stuff about Tweeterhead. Like, their customer service isn't that great. They haven't put up like any updates on their stuff that's on PO right now. People are getting fed up with their customer service, as in like they can't get in contact with them. I thought Tweeterhead was good with all that stuff, but come to find out, like I had no idea. Tweeterhead Two Face. Oh, dude, J-Rob, like save some for the rest of us, man. I'm only getting the T800, which I have on PO. Was gonna get the Scar Predator, but I thought better of it. I can't justify it. But it's so nice, man. No, but I get it. The freaking T800 should do for this year. But I haven't seen the Predator in person yet, but I feel like what everyone always describes that piece as, it's like bigger than you thought initially, and the quality is like superb on those pieces. But I always watch, but I usually never can watch live. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for joining in, man. And yeah, like I used to have these like every so often, like let's chat. So just to throw stuff that's on my mind, and if anybody wants to join on these chats, just to get some practice or anything, like they're always welcome to join. There's like no freaking structure in these let's chats other than that. It's all random, so it's all good. I still limited it in basement, otherwise it would be nuts, as I would go after He-Man Tweeter head statues. You know, I guess I should ask you guys right now. I should tell you guys right now. I'm glad I have this small room. It's not small. It's pretty small, but like I'm small. I'm limited to this room right here because I would jump on everything. I would jump on Tweeterhead, Queen Studios, Prime One. I would buy all the Lord of the Rings stuff, like from Prime One. I would buy all that. But since I'm limited in this room, I can't, man. I can't because of space. That's it. If I had a basement, I don't know what I would do. Do you think that the aftermarket for statues is ever going to be profitable again? Hell no. Like ever, like I don't know, maybe, but I don't see it being profitable within the next 2 to 3 years. Today is April 1st. Today, I've seen grails go for sale today. Like it's definitely like people are hurting and everything, but also it's just like people are getting out because like all the prices for every statue has gone up, right? Like quarter scale, third scale, half scale, 1-to-1, like everything has gone up. It's just people are just like being very selective with stuff. I'm hoping they don't get out completely, but I completely like they don't have to ever justify that to anybody. The ATST is amazing from 4 Slabs and thinking about the Wampa, but don't love the tongue. I think Mr. X is selling the Wampa from one of those groups, man. So that's the thing about like being in the aftermarket too. It's like knowing all these deals, like it sucks, man. Predator is massive. Yeah, so Godlike Statues has that one, and it's definitely. Oh, FBJ, what's up, man? If you guys want Godlike or FBJ, if you guys want to join in, just let me know, and I'll send you guys an invite, or anybody else. The Predators are like space killers, being an overscaled 1/3, a proper 1/3, or even a quarter would have helped. You know what I got to say to that, Mitchell Lawrence? I have.
I'm looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master.
That guy just got. Rashid just got a bunch of pieces, and that guy never quits, man. I'm just kidding. I just went down a dangerous rabbit hole. I bought XM, Batman Samurai, and now I want all in. I already PO'd 2 more. Hey man, if you like that line, I know a lot of people are either getting out of it completely or like jumping on it. Right now, the aftermarket's crazy good if you're going that route too, man. There's a lot of those pieces that are cheap, not cheap, but like a little bit like more affordable. My wife said I can get another room for collection when kids graduate college. That's 10 years from now. I got a clip for her FBJ. Let's see.
Why the fuck you lying?
I'm just kidding. They made a quarter scale by Prime One as well. I saw that, like the Jungle Hunter, I think, is like quarter scale for the Predator. It's still massive though. Like I heard, like width-wise and everything, it's still a bit huge. But that's the Predator line for you. I just ordered my first custom piece. It's all downhill from here. It's funny because you're gonna face that head on, knowing that. That's funny. What'd you order, Patrick? Yeah, you're right. Mr. X is selling. Yep. Your hangs are more laid back. Some of the others be having like 50 hosts and kind of cliquish. You're more accessible. Yeah. I don't mind a large panel, but that's why I like having these, man. Like it's just freaking casual, but not the quarter Predators everyone wants. You got that? Yeah. Yeah, man. I got a lot of more clips. Hello, Channel 4. Oh, what's up, Channel 4? I still might pull the trigger on Scar if there's a deal with shipping with Predators. There you go. Like, I don't have to talk that guy out of it. I wanted to pull this video up because this video is by Cisco. So Cisco did a tour. I've seen this video probably like 50 times, and this video is like what, an hour? And here, let me give you a like really quick. This video is like an hour and 25 minutes, and I watched it. I feel like I watch this more than movies these days. But watch this. This is the Green Lantern that I want. Oh, man. Get out of here, Power Girl. All right, look at this baby. It comes with the squirrel too, man. Look at the squirrel. You kind of need the squirrel. See, like, this is the best part I like about this video and this like little snippet. It's like none of it's lit up, like the lantern, his chest, or the ring. So even with it not lit up, it looks badass. I might just get this tonight. And look, the squirrel, man. You need the squirrel. You do need the squirrel. I don't know if the argument is I need the squirrel more than I need the Sinestro. If that makes sense. Look at that suit, man. That suit looks badass. I mean, you could say that about any Prime One Piece, right? But let me get back to the chat. Black Panther, the one with the Wakanda base. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That one's cool. Congrats, man. I think Vibranium Jim actually got that one too. Looks great. Do it. You and that damn squirrel. You let the watchers talk you into needing it. One of your shows. You didn't put up much of it. Yeah, definitely. They nailed the green. Yeah, they nailed the green. They nailed the yellow. They nailed the pose. They nailed the paint. They nailed the the design's amazing, man. This one's cool too, but luckily I'm not getting Sinestro. But if you guys want me to pull up a piece or anything, just let me know and I'll pull it up. Yeah, look at that. Freaking Prime 1 is like killer when it comes to those pieces. Let's see. Like, look at this piece. This is a piece that's not on my radar, but god dang. It's beautiful, man. It's really beautiful. Like, the armor is just like top notch, I think. Oh, even the dark side is badass. Let's see. Did you see the Sideshow's new Wolverine statue? They showed the official image. Yeah, so we were talking about the other day. Is it quarter scale? Is it third scale? Is it half scale? I think for the most part, everyone thinks it's half scale. I'm sorry, third scale. I also think it's third scale because like the measurements and everything. But are you looking forward to it, douchebag? Because if they do a third scale line, like I have no doubt the next one will be either Deadpool or another X-Men, like that's related to the new show, the 97. We'll see. The Hal Jordan Green Lantern is fun. I need to get Prime One to sponsor me. What's up, Jaden? How's it going, Jaden? Pull up XM Samurai Killer Croc. Let's look it up. XM Samurai Killer Croc. I think people already have this in hand, so let's check it out in hand. Let's do this one. XM Studios. Yeah, the armor looks sick. Our guy Crippler loves this one. This one, anytime this one comes up, he's like crazy intrigued by it. I told Rashid this once. Like, I know Rashid's getting out of the Samurai series, but like, if you're gonna get, if you already had some pieces from the Samurai series, I would trade a few Samurais for this one because this one's that good. It's so tight. I love all the portraits. I love like, it's massive too. I just PO'd, not out. Dang. Congrats, man. It's a solid piece. Yeah, there's that. There's the Wolverine. What else is there? There's the Bruce Lee. There's something else too I wanted to show you guys. Where is it? The Bane. The Bane is like, I think it's a little bit overpriced. Like, I don't know if you guys think it's the same. Think the same if it's overpriced or anything. I want a Sideshow Killer Croc to go with the Rogues, but if they get one, they will drop a new one, and it's time for a new one. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to wait it out for the Killer Croc. The way Sideshow is going with their Rogue stuff and everything, like, I think you're safe. To be patient. Like, I've had the Sideshow Killer Croc. It's a huge base. The biggest like nitpick on that one for me will always be the seam line on the neck. It always killed me. But yeah, man, like but yeah, how come you're selling? So the reason I'm selling the XM Apocalypse, like, I think it's mostly because the space I have for my quarter scale stuff. Like, he's too massive to put like in this setup that I have. He's a cool badass piece, but at the same time, like, he's too massive for my setup. I mean, like, I wish I had a bigger setup so I could, like, spread them out a little bit, but I tried a bunch of configurations for him, like put him on the side of the setup, on the top of the setup, on the bottom of the setup. He just didn't go with my setup. Quiet Storm is saying, what do you guys think of the new Iron Studios Batman Catwoman? I think this is a cool piece. Like, the more you zoom in, the price tag is up there too. $725 for a 1/6 scale. This is a cool piece, but the freaking Iron Studios is crazy with the prices. 20 inches, man. It almost feels like a quarter scale, to be honest. It's cool though, right? I like her a lot. Batman looks cool too. I think everyone's nitpick though on this one was going to be, yeah, I like her suit. Her suit looks pretty cool. Yeah, all the rivets or all the folds that you see right here on the Batman suit, that's like everyone's thing. Like, it, I think everyone made it sound like, is the suit too large for Batman? But yeah, it looks cool. What do you think about it, Quiet Storm? And we got a special guest, you guys. Let me get a video really quick. Let's do. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I was trying to make the rounds and hit everybody because I saw a lot of people were on, and I'm just trying to support everybody. But how's it going?
It's good, man. No problem. Like, yeah, just chilling over here. Just chatting with people. How about you? How's it going with you?
It's going well. It's going well. I'm getting ready for all these things happening over on my channel. So, but I want to make sure, like I said, I want to support everybody. But I saw you were on. I saw John was on, so I just want to come say hello. But thanks for having me on with you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like, you're from Godlike Statues, so you're having a lot of stuff. Like, this Friday, I think you're having Ant. Next week you're having XM Studios. The next week you're having yeah, you're busy, man.
Yeah, and then I was working like 7 days a week. Cause we were kind of like crossing paths where I was like, man, Cal's is gonna think I don't like going over there or something. I gotta make my way over there somehow. Trying to figure it out because I know you invited me a few times, but
No, it's all good.
Yes, but it's good to be on though, for sure.
Yeah, it's late too, right? It's 11, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock here in Texas.
Oh, you're in Texas. I always thought you were in like Atlanta or something. I don't know why.
No, yeah, I'm in Texas. Like half the Godlike people are from Texas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Not Alan and Freddie, but Melvin and myself and Marcos are from Texas. Yeah.
You guys should have like a meetup, man. That'd be cool. Like, Texas is a big state though, but
yeah, stay tuned for like some pretty big news we'll have pretty soon on the channel for something very similar to that will be sponsored by a major company. So I'm pretty excited for that, and making moves left and right, trying to just keep things going. So yeah, there'll be some type of meetup in Texas coming up.
Oh man, okay. You heard it here first.
I haven't even talked about that on our channel yet, but
There you go.
we're working on things right now. I'm trying to make things happen. So
Yeah. Well, in case you guys don't know Jimmy, he's like his YouTube is godlike statues. He talks about the same thing we all talk about, statues. And basically the same like kind of stuff, but it's a whole different perspective on it. So that's what I love about like all these YouTubes, like get to see a bunch of people from different areas and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. Oh, Atticus, what's good, man? Let's see.
Yeah. But I know you don't collect 1/6, but would you one of the guys was asking about this one. What's your thoughts on this thing?
Yeah, I did see this. I think it was late last week. Come up and um, I really love the sculpt on it. But it's got some nice Easter eggs on it too. I mean, when I think of them together, what's the first thing that comes to my mind is the Jim Lee art that he did, years ago.
Mhm.
This is just a different take on it. I really like it. I think it would look good in a 1/6 collection. And it's 20 inches tall too. So uh,
Yeah, for some
yeah,
reason it's freaking tall.
yeah. This isn't a bad piece at all, especially if this is one you're looking forward to. Somebody had mentioned on Friday that they're really wanting Prime One to come out with a Hush Catwoman,
Mhm.
and that could be something coming up soon if that's what you're wanting. But if you 1/6 collect, this is a pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's big, man. Look at it in front of you.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. Like I
yeah,
thought this was quarter scale. Like it's
yeah,
from his waist to the top of his chest. It's pretty big.
yeah. This is a big piece. So, what I like about it too is that it doesn't take a lot of retail space,
Mhm.
on the width, right? So you could set it between some other statues, and it would look really clean, I think. But yeah, I think it's a great piece. You're gonna have to angle it just a bit. If you can see her, you see how her face is leaning towards the left, like kind of back.
Yeah,
So
over
you
his
can
shoulder.
angle it just a little bit. But other than that, I think it's great. I mean, what do you think?
I like it, man. The paint job, like it looks like there's a lot of like depth into it. Like, the shadowing and everything. It looks cool. Like Batman's kind of a dark color anyway. He's gray, black,
Yeah,
like the pop of yellow. But it being that. It's cool, man. Like and you get two characters for the, in one. So and it
yeah.
only weighs 8.8 pounds. So you can't
What?
beat that.
Yeah, you can't be. Some of the pieces I have, just weigh a ton. So, I mean, you really can't beat that weight.
Yeah.
But are you more of a uh, black suit Batman or a blue suit Batman?
I'm blue
Blue.
every day. There's, I think, one oh, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. Like, here, let me show you this. I have a wall full of blue Batman.
Oh wow, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you do.
yeah, all the
Yes.
busts and all like some other stuff. Frank Miller, Kurt, and yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah. I really.
I support the blue.
So let me ask you, casual. Are you getting the Prime One Batman on Tactical Throne?
Oh, the quarter scale one, that one's a beast. I have my representation. I don't double up on
Okay.
stuff
Oh,
on
okay. Okay.
statues. Yeah, and so these are my good guys, my Justice League. I have like set rules for myself. So luckily for that, I would because that
Mhm.
freaking Batman on Throne is freaking badass. Like
It is.
I love the monitors for like I'm a tech guy, so like when I
Hmm.
see those monitors,
Yeah.
I'll get some funny stuff in the back. But
Yeah.
I wish is all I could say.
Well, I'm glad you have rules and you're sticking to them. I wish I could do that.
No, like I said, like I don't know if you were here, but like we all have to go through those experiences, and that's why the rules are set, because I started collecting X-Men and I had all the X-Men. I had
Hmm.
Avengers, then I had started collecting DC, and I was like, I have like 38 pieces in this room. Like
Hmm.
I gotta move these out of here.
Yeah, I started collecting X-Men as well, and I had a ton of them,
Mhm.
and I sold everything I had, and I started over with my Iron Man collection. So that's what I ended up doing, and I did that, and I got into Alex Ross really heavily. So I started investing into that, and we are where we are now, I guess. But
Yeah, it's
yes.
trials and tribulations, man. What they say.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll go through that.
I love this what's his name? Loki from Queen
Okay.
Studio.
Hmm.
I think he's perfect. But the only thing I do not like about it is like Queen Studios is not continuing this line in quarter scale. Like,
Hmm.
like I feel like they should. They
Yeah.
knocked it out of the park with this one.
Well, I mean, it looks great, right? But you're right. Like the problem is that if you started collecting this line and you're literally come to a standstill and can't move forward, that's kind of a bummer. I know they're all in on 1/3 right now, like all in on 1/3 scale. So I think this is fantastic. I do. One thing they don't cheap out on is that likeness. Man, they always do a great job with that. And we recently had John on. I talked to him a little bit, offline about that, and um, he's they're 100% committed in getting the likeness to match the actor, and you can tell they put a lot of work and effort into this. Looks great. Looks great.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about Queen Studios is like I don't know, they've like paused on a lot of their pieces, but when
Yeah,
it comes to like looking back at their old piece, like their likeness, even back then, stands till the test of time till now, like all their pieces stand out when you
it
see
does.
them. But
Mhm.
they also have the hardest category, right? Like they do human likenesses and like
Mm,
those are the pieces that get the biggest critiques compared to comic pieces. Like comic book pieces, like, oh, it doesn't look like Jim Lee. It's like, okay, is that your only argument?
yeah, they uh, they
Yeah.
have. I mean, I'm getting their Bell bust coming
Oh,
up
yeah.
from Queen. I'm getting that, and I'm getting their Terminator bust as well. So, I mean, the likeness is just unbelievable on those. So I thought it'd be like a perfect representation of the actor because I'm building like a movie base uh, wall side collection. So that'll be coming up pretty soon. There it is, man. Yep, there it
Oh,
is.
let's see.
There
That's
it is.
perfect. It's silicone, and
Mhm.
I'm not the biggest fan of silicone. I do respect it because of like of what they have to go against.
Yep.
But like one to one, they do. I think it's like their best. Like,
Yeah.
and that's crazy to say, man. Like that's crazy to say.
I mean, the likeness is unbelievable on this piece.
Yeah.
So some people prefer the Infinity one, but this is the one that I want because it kind of goes with the theme that I'm building, and not to mention like the wall space that I have for this fits perfectly because I'm going to put he's going to be on a riser, and the Queen Studio Joker will be right below him, sitting down on that stool. So
Yeah.
he'll be
Cool.
behind him, right behind him.
Yeah.
So I thought that would look awesome. So that's what I'm coming up with. So
You don't want to go for the one to one.
yeah, man, maybe I was Dr. Mike, but man, that's
Yeah.
those are
Right.
pieces, man. So yeah, yeah, that's Jesus.
Yeah.
I was talking with Dan Default. I don't know who Dan Default is, but
Mhm.
he's on Rogues Gallery, and he had mentioned that they talked about how expensive this piece is, but he's actually going to fabricate these like some of the weapons and make his own armory and display with the statues. I'm like, what? Like you can do that? Like awesome. Like let me see it when it gets done. So yeah, I was
Oh,
blown away by that. Mm.
you should have asked them what's the edition size on it.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's gonna do that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he ends up doing. He's pretty crafty, so I can't wait to see that.
I
Yeah, that
for,
looks amazing.
I forget the price. Wasn't the price on this like
Oh my god,
40,000 or something?
it was like super expensive. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm bringing up on spec, but yeah, um, yeah, you have to first of all you got to have room, right? That's like, and then secondly, being able to afford that, it's just really pricey. But yeah,
I heard this argument somewhere. I forget which show it was. I think as statue collectors, like price never stops any one of us because like if it's something you guys like or something we like, we'll sell our car, we'll sell our our kidney to go get that. We're crazy. So when people talk about price and not being able to afford it, I was like, we're crazy, man. Like we can, we probably can't afford it, but we'll get it. We'll try our best to go get it.
yeah, this is $13,339. That's what it cost.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's on spec right now, and
The Toyota right there.
yeah, it's like a small car, right? You're paying for, but still, I mean, look, if you're a fan of, you have the. I'm building a new home the next few years, so I definitely want a 1-to-1, but it won't be this. It'll probably be an Iron Man.
Yeah, an Iron Man. 1-to-1 be me. Which suit? Mach 3 or I'm sorry, yeah, Mach 3 or
It's funny, like it'll probably be 50, I think, even though 50 is not my favorite, and they
mm,
do have the others that are that I like more. But Queen Studios Mark III 1-to-1, it seemed kind of blocky and squared off a little bit, and that armor is blocky and squared off, right? But
yeah.
um, I um, I just think the other ones look a little bit better in person. So I think I'm most likely going to get 50, and I have the half scale 50, but I'm thinking about the 1-to-1 would be the one that I get.
I don't know if I would ever go 1-to-1, man. That would just freak me out. I would love to, but like I know, like
It's big. it's,
yeah, it's
it's one
just
to one, so it's big. Yeah.
my cat would be all over that thing.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, really?
She would. She'll sleep on the base. She'll sleep on the
Oh,
shoulder. She's all about like making everything hers. So this is
yeah.
cool though. This is
This is the half scale.
oh,
This is
this is
the
the half scale.
half scale. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
it's half scale. He's a big boy though, man. He's big. Half
Like
scales.
even the quarter scale looked pretty cool too. I remember seeing this a while back.
That's the one. That's one of the only ones I didn't get in the armory. Was that one? I got all the others, but that's one of the ones I didn't get.
Yeah. Well, Queen Studios, I think they just gotta like I don't know what the plan would be for Queen Studios to them to get them to be successful as they were before. I know
Hmm.
they're having issues. I know I get in contact with the 1/6 guys, the InArt guys, the Hot
Hmm.
Toys guys.
Yeah.
Right now their biggest complaint is like InArt's not meeting deadlines. Like their Batman Pattinson
Yeah.
is like way behind schedule supposedly,
Hmm.
and their release schedule is like it's not working for the collectors. Hot Toys is a behemoth to fight against. Those guys are every other day that they come out with a new piece. So
I've never really bought a hot toy. I take it back. I bought one, but I don't really know. I mean, do they really keep up with their release dates or
Hot
how that?
Toys usually does. InArt has not been as much, but they've only had like under 10 pieces so far. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and I know that they're trying really hard to get these pieces out to the public as soon as possible, but the process. I mean, I think it was they were teasing a few others that just looked amazing. I couldn't believe it was a 1/6 scale figure. So I know they're trying to get out pieces as quick as possible, but their 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 artists want to make sure that it's 100% on point before they launch it. Uh,
Like perfection. Yeah. Quality
yeah,
control sounds like it's back to being
yeah,
top priority for them,
yeah.
which
And
is
you're,
good. Yeah.
yeah, it's good. They had a few pieces come out that just didn't make the cut. I think they came out to where the paint wasn't as good. Oh my god, it's a piece. It wasn't as good, and they were working on it. I just sold this piece, man, and my man, I just sold this piece, and it was hard. It was hard to sell this, but I did just to make room for another. In person, it's amazing.
Yeah. I saw
Amazing.
you putting it for sale and I love Berserk, but
Hmm.
I can't I feel like if I get guts, I'm gonna need like all forms
Yeah,
of guts, Berserker
you
and
just want more. Like you just
yeah.
so. I mean, I mean, in it was on a pedestal, and with the sword raised up, it was 72 inches tall. So I just couldn't believe how big it was. It's massive, massive, massive. And
Uh, I've seen so one of the guys here has a bunch of like Berserk pieces, someone I live close to.
mhm.
I never got to pick it up. Are they heavy at all? Like they're huge, but are they heavy?
Yeah, that base is like a lead brick, man. It's
I know exactly what you mean.
yeah, it's really heavy, and the statue itself was I guess close to that 70 pounds, I guess, but you're trying to lift 70 pounds at an awkward angle, trying to, I mean, it makes it hard. But this piece is very detailed, and the buyer was extremely happy when he got it, and that's all that matters, man. I mean, I'm glad he got it safe and sound because I
That's
know,
who you wanted to go to, right? Someone that's gonna
yes,
enjoy it as much as you would have. Yeah.
he really appreciated it too, and he's new to statues, and he's new to buying, and I try to make the experience for him as best as possible. I packed that thing like a tank, man, so I got to him safe and sound.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best way, man. Make the first experience the best. So,
Yeah, this is a beast. Yeah, that's
yeah.
such a great piece. I already miss it. It's good.
Well, again, this is from Cisco. So if anybody wants to check out this video, her name is It's Cisco. I think she's from New Zealand, but I could be wrong there. But yeah, she's lucky. She gets to go to all these Comic Cons in in Asia, gets to see
Mhm.
these firsthand. And her videos are, I think this has like 1 million views. I think no, 453,000 views. So
And
if that
super
was,
nice. She's super nice.
yeah.
Hmm.
I I've always tried to invite her, but she's shy. So
Rebecca? Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, I always try to do that, but I completely get it. Like I'm
Hmm.
completely cool with it too. Like no pressure or anything like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But this one too is another amazing piece, man.
Man, that piece is, I mean, looking at this, right? I mean, you can tell it's quality. It looks fantastic and great. But when it got in collectors' hands, man, I think Chris did a review on it, and then it just blew up, and everybody was, I mean, going nuts. I ordered this. I have this on pre-order.
The Batman?
Yeah, I have it on pre-order. Hmm.
Man, you're gonna get
Yeah.
like every version of Batman.
Well, I have 89, and I have Joker, and I'm gonna have one next to him. It may be Pattinson. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do there, but so it'll be. I'll send this to you.
You know who's cool from your show is Noah. Noah collects
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah, he collects a lot too.
yeah, those are good for them.
Yeah, like the Batman with the Catwoman looks amazing. It's freaking uh, man, it's a crazy time we live in right now.
Yeah, some people don't like that piece, but I really do. I really enjoy that piece. Joker.
The
It's really,
Joker?
yeah, I think it's great. I do. I haven't seen it in person, but a lot of people complain about the portrait. But some people say it looks great in person. So but I have not seen it. I'll be in Japan in quarter 3,
Mhm.
and I'm going to the Prime One store, so I'll be there to check things out. Whatever. So,
So Jimmy sent me this picture. This is your future setup right here.
yeah, I took out the I had some pieces on the bottom right, but it didn't quite line up with what I wanted to do. It was like comics, so it didn't look right. It was like, man, because this is all movie pieces, right?
Yeah.
So I'll most likely put movie Avengers there. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We'll see. That will be coming soon. I thought about putting the aliens bust there with Ripley. I thought about doing that too. I had a few other options. I just wasn't sure what I was going to do quite yet. But this is what it'll look like. Module spaces have been in production already, so we're going to do a live unboxing and put together with Brian. So we'll set up the module space on stream. It'll be like a 6-hour stream, man. We need intermissions or something to do that with.
Yeah, I was hearing about that. Like I was like, Jimmy, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like a 6-hour stream or whatever.
Yeah.
But
No, but
who's better to have the engineer help you put it together, though? I guess it's. Uh,
firsthand, yeah, that'd be
yeah,
cool.
we'll probably have like the panel, just kind of chat, whatever, hang out, make it a hangout type thing versus it being you have to stay here all day long, whatever. But
Uh,
make it go easy.
I'm sure when you get the first one done, the other one's gonna be really quick. So it's probably not gonna be like 2 hours, 3 hours max, probably. But it's gonna be
Yeah,
fun, man. It's gonna be freaking fun.
yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. I'm getting one of those one of those carts that have the hydraulic in it, so I can take it and pick pieces up that are really heavy up high, so I can just take it and lift it up there, and they'll go up to like 48 inches high.
Yeah.
So I'm getting one of those.
Well, we got a special guest. 1 second.
This program is.
Oh, this guy.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Nice to meet you, man. How you doing, Cash?
Good, man. I feel like I'm on godlike statues right now. Like you guys are freaking WrestleMania right now, 2 against 1.
There we go.
My man.
Can you get- I'll be frozen.
Jimmy, I think you should go with the white panels to make the pieces pop.
Yeah, I was talking with Brian and Nigel from Space, and they gave me some advice. I mean, they see these pieces all the time, so they see them together, and they'll have a better understanding of what's best to do.
Yeah.
And I'm most likely going to do that is have the white panels and maybe a velvet black bottom base. I'm not having decided yet, but I think I'm going to make up my mind pretty soon because this is going to be done quicker than expected. So I'll have this done pretty quick.
Back to your cart idea. Art has one of those carts. I think.
That's why I got the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got the idea.
Believe it or not, like I moved this Hawkman all in one piece. Probably not the best of ideas because structure and everything.
Mhm.
But I've been working out a ton.
Okay.
That cart's not a bad idea, man. Because you think you're strong and everything, but it's like these pieces aren't meant to be moved in one
Right.
solid piece, right? Because the structure integrity gets compromised as soon as you do that. But
I mean, I can lift a lot of weight. Like I can lift a lot of weight, but you have to think of it like this: is that you're lifting stuff it's semi-heavy or heavy, but it's awkward of just how wide and how it's shaped. So you're kind of unstable as you're moving it, and that could cause damage. So that's why I'm kind of worried about those things. That's why I want to get the hydraulic lift and just be able to just jack it up, put it up there, and just don't have to worry about injuring your back or yourself. So
oh yeah, and it's on wheels, so freaking just push it.
On wheels. Yeah, you just push it. Yeah. So
Hey, so am I good connection wise?
yeah, I hear you, man.
Cool. How you
Yes,
guys
sir.
doing, man? Sorry
Good,
about
good,
that.
good.
We're not
I do feel like it's Friday now.
working.
Right? Yeah, it's 2 versus 1 right now. So
Oh man.
No.
What are you guys talking about though? I only got on just a little bit ago for your show. What you guys been talking about?
talk about everything, man. You can talk about anything you
I'm
want.
getting that piece right there. I actually made my last payment today.
Oh, look at the timing. Look at that. Is this quarter scale?
It's third scale. So
Is it third scale? Oh wow.
yeah. I grew up with the show, so I had to get it, And like all my Bat Family collection, as Jimmy knows, is all 1/3. So he's somewhat Bat Family, I guess you could say. A little bit in the future, but.
And Marcos, did you order Superman versus Doomsday?
No, I didn't, dude. It just the shipping. I don't know. It would have been an impulse buy. I love it though. I've talked about it a bunch. Obviously, I love that piece. It just if the sale was a little bit better, maybe like 35%.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Everything I have is an impulse buy. What are you talking about, man?
Same here, fuck. Same with casual, I bet too.
Oh no, man! I used to do that when I was but a child, but now I'm a man. No, I've went through all that, man. So I'm going to be more selective, a ton more selective.
No, you're doing the smart thing, unlike me.
Exactly.
Me, Jimmy,
It's. I mean, I did plan out my, my movie collection pretty well. I think before I just impulse buy, but it's hard when you associate every day with a bunch of enablers. Like
Yeah.
you should get it. Yeah, you're right. I should.
It's so funny because I like watching you guys. Like if I don't watch you guys live, I always catch up like on another day when I'm at work or whatever. But like I always see that enabling, like, man, like no one's gonna call him out. Like just tell him to shut up, like leave me alone. But no,
that's how we
guys
are, man, honestly.
Yeah. I think in every channel, everyone's like there's enablers in the background.
We had one show where I pre-ordered 2 Predators at the same time. Like, and Marcos, what did you buy that same night? You
bought two One Piece statues too.
2 One Piece statues.
And then Noah bought a statue and a figure. Like it was that happened in 30 minutes, like at most, maybe 20 minutes.
It's like $18,000 worth right there.
I know. I was like,
we could have went out that weekend. We could have went to LA. I would have went out. I was like, hey, you guys, there's a good place like Las Vegas, or we could go to California, like go hang out for a little bit,
but
have a great time.
But casual, I got Predator, the Jungle Hunter, for It was either $2,300 or $2,400 shipped to me. That's what I paid, straight from Prime One with the sale.
The Santa shipping, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best time ever to ever buy that, man.
Yep.
And the people that did, like you, like especially, like you got a deal.
It was like off. I'm like, I can't say no to this. I just can't say no. So
That's my favorite piece. That's like out of a whole Predator line. I don't really care for the movie, but that's the piece I think is the best out of the whole line.
looks amazing.
Just a heads up again. This is from It's Cisco. So, and if anybody's interested in this video, that's her. This is her video.
Oh yeah, I saw this when it came out. It was awesome when she posted this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you guys like, this is not my video, so I'm not trying to take credit for this or anything. But yeah, this is
Japan, right? Tokyo. What was it? Tokyo Comic Con, I believe.
Yeah, Prime One Studio booth, extended World War Batman. Yeah.
Man, look at that head sculpt.
Mhm.
Yes.
I feel bad for Alan. Alan's gonna get this one, right?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You're getting it too. Oh, my God.
Alan's got the whole shebang. He's got all the skulls and everything.
I got my favorite two movies, Predator 1 and 2. That's what I got. So, I can't wait to get that. It's gonna be amazing. Now, if they make Prey, I'm really gonna want that. I don't know where the hell it would go, but I really want it.
That's a movie I haven't seen yet, and just because like I don't want it to be good.
Yeah,
You know, when it's good, you get like
Good,
attached
yeah.
to it too much, and you're like, I gotta get something for this movie.
Yep. I had that
Like
same feeling. That's why when we do our show, Jimmy, like I see all these movie pieces, and I love movies. I'm like, gosh, I don't really collect movies, but I want to,
Don't do it, because then you
I know,
more.
I'm really doing too much.
Would you ever like Mitchell Lawrence says, the Batman animated series is also a classic. Used to watch it back in the 90s. Would you guys consider the smaller figures like that come out for some of these movies or cartoon series, or that's not in your wheelhouse?
So like
Yeah.
you're talking like the 1/10 like Iron Studio stuff that they've done from like the
Oh no,
Batman.
no, like
Oh.
figures, like
Okay.
like things that can move around and stuff, like toys. I
Yeah.
guess people call them.
Not me. I love the Batman animated series. It's just
Mhm.
I'm
for
not
you.
big into figures, and those like, I used to have them when I was younger. So shit, I had them already. Like
Yeah.
when they came out and all that, but just not for me anymore, at least. So
Gotcha.
I see some people's collections though with all that stuff. It looks good, So congrats to them. Classics.
The way they present it too, I'm just like, man, like I want to get it so bad, but when I get it, it's like it's not gonna look nothing like. So that kind of scares me off.
And I'm not getting the skulls, by the way. I'm just getting the deluxe version. So Alan's getting the ultimate version. The ultimate version has all of the skulls with it. But
Yeah, we don't talk to those guys, right, Marcos? Like, we want Alan now. I'm just kidding.
Alan,
Yeah.
man, that guy, he has one of the best collections easily in the game.
Mm.
Awesome.
super nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every single time, he's always. He's an enabler too. He's quiet. He's always quiet, but he goes like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you guys, let's talk about this." And then like he slowly, he digs in. He's like, "Yeah, so."
Yeah, he takes the seals it, man. Like him and Melvin, our other friend in our chat, they're the two worst. Like the two quietest guys are the two worst enablers.
Yeah, that's
So
how it
funny.
usually goes.
I love that base. That's the ship base. That's from the movie.
Out of the Predator line, the best bases, in my opinion, have been the AVP ones. Those are awesome bases they have.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna pull up. The AVP
Yeah.
one.
Amazing.
And like honestly, out of all the Predator movies, probably the worst movie out of all of them. But they have some of the best statues from Prime One. They're awesome.
Yeah, that piece is just incredible. It's big too. So, but everyone asked me if I'm getting that one. That's the one that I passed on actually, I guess it's just because I didn't have as much connection to it as the other two. So that's why I went with the one with the City and Jungle Hunter. I guess we'll see. Yeah.
The AVP one is pretty badass. Like some of the guys call them the Compton Predators because they're so stacked. But if you get all of them, they just like you don't need anything else in your collection, I think.
I have to look through Alan for all that, man, because he's getting all of them. So
I think he said he's getting Scar right out of the AVP. I think
Yeah.
Jimmy said that. Yeah. He's not getting
Is
the
there
other.
one that he's not getting? I don't even know.
I think he said it because he wants one representation of that movie. I think he said.
Okay.
And Scar was like I guess the last one standing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I remember she had a video on it, but I don't think
Yeah, I thought so.
yeah.
So
That's it's just amazing, man. Like one day when I'm older.
shoot, Jimmy's going there this summer.
Yeah. Jimmy, you better like get a ton of footage. Like when you're there, like a ton of footage.
I will. So that way, um, that way, I mean, it'd be great for the channel, but I mean, I know a lot of people are interested in seeing a lot of that stuff, and they could have an update by the time I get there. So I'm looking forward to that. They used to have a half scale there that they canceled from Dante from Devil May Cry that was
Oh, silicone.
silicone skin,
Mhm.
rooted hair. So it was just incredible, and they canceled it. So I wonder if it's still there. I want to see.
The price was up there for that one though. I remember it being like 3,000, 4,000, but people weren't. I'm glad they kind of canceled it because if it went through, I feel like Prime One would have went through the silicone route. They would have done more pieces in silicone. I don't
Yeah.
think it's popular enough yet. Like J&D is getting a bunch of crap for their silicone pieces,
Hmm.
where Prime One is like set in polystone, and I think their polystone, their likeness is there. You know,
Mhm.
it's, even like when you compare it to a J&D piece, it's pretty close, man. Like I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've said that about the Battinson J&D versus Prime One Blitzway. I've said they like you're getting for half the price, you're basically getting the same statue like with the portrait at least, So and like that's J&D's big selling point, portrait. And I think you get a little more with the Prime one also. But it just really depends on if you want your whole like collection like J&D silicone or something like that too. So that's a big thing for people.
Yeah.
So, but for me, like you said, like I think Prime One's done. They had during COVID, they had some rough ones come out though, Blitzway especially. But they since after COVID, they've done some really good work the past couple times, the pieces. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I wanted to ask you guys, since you guys are from a different channel, what do you guys think of prices going up? Like, everything is going up. Like, quarter scale is at 1,700, 1,800.
Crazy.
Third, yeah. Third scale is 2,200, 2,300. And I feel like a lot, for the most part, people are just paying it. They're like, hey, man, it's that, so we're paying it. It's, it's the price. But what can we do, basically,
Just not buy. If you're that's really what it is. Don't buy and you don't get pieces, I guess. But that's like a double-edged sword, Especially with like more niche characters. If you want that character, that like the Penguin from Sideshow, you haven't seen Penguin in ever, so it was a little bit more expensive for a premium format, but people are paying it, So it's just tough. It's a tough thing to do, and I don't know. And like we're talking about, Jimmy, that 1/3 Bane versus Batman was cheaper than the Bane on Throne. Like,
That's crazy, right? It's a huge piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Marco's TV in the background. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen that piece, man. That thing is huge.
Yeah, I used to have it. It's really, really big. Very
Yeah.
big. So, I mean, it's not just statues where the prices have gone up for like food, for like gas, for like just everyday things that you buy, and statues are no different. Everything went up in price, and what's concerning is that the economy isn't where it should be, but the prices are still going up.
Mm.
So you got to really think about that, and you have to really pick your battle. But here's what's great is that someone as a collector or as a new collector coming in, you have so many options to buy right now.
Yeah.
So many. So you can pick your battle, and that's what you have to do right now is pick your battle on what piece you pick up. And then I always think about resale value afterwards, but some of the pieces that I'm invested into, the resale wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But they're like one of those forever pieces. You buy them and that's yours. That they're not going anywhere. But that's the way I consider is that you have a lot of options. So just be very cautious to what you buy and make sure you're all in. And you have a ton of options. That's the way I see it right now.
mm-hmm.
So I'm part of like a bunch of like Facebook buy sell trade groups, and today's the first. Rent is due. people's other stuff is due the first, right?
Mhm.
I saw grails sell today, like a ton, like not a ton, but several grails that I consider grails the ones like people like the Superman Hush like rarely goes up, and if it does go up, it's up there, right?
Yeah.
I saw like 2-3 pieces. I'm not gonna say it because if I say it out loud, people are gonna dig for them and find them, and I'm gonna miss out. But I saw them all go up today, and I was like putting those two together, and I was like, man, like economies, like you said, it's like definitely getting hit, but people are like you said also like it's the perfect time if you're a new collector to
Yes.
backtrack. There's nothing wrong with backtracking too. A lot of the old pieces are bitching, they're awesome.
They're
But
amazing. Yeah.
I kind of wish I would start collecting right now, to be honest. Like some of these pieces, I didn't overpay for most of these pieces, but like the prices they're at right now, I'd be like, I could buy another third scale statue with the money I saved from like what's being sold today. So
Yeah, so like I started. Yeah, so I started like 2.5 years ago, like collecting like statues and stuff, and like Jimmy said, there's just so much thrown at my face, like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, So like, it is like you have a lot of things out there and a lot of new companies. So yeah, it is tough. It is fucking tough to navigate this, but for a new collector, obviously, get into groups and learn how to buy, and like what sites to use and where to go. And
yeah.
in this community, we help each other out, especially new people. So
Yeah, and that's the best part about all these channels, right? You guys talk about, your perspective on stuff. Like you guys are buying, like, all we're buying, and it's just different views on stuff. And that if if everyone was the same, it'd be stupid boring, right? Like
Yeah.
why even have a channel anymore?
And there's like 20 shows right now going on. Not right now, but there's everybody has a show. I feel like, and there's some great content out there. I try to make the rounds to everybody and listen to what everybody has to say. So, but someone as a new collector coming in, these are the channels I need to be looking at because you get some good advice. You can see pieces you may not be familiar with, and it actually helps your pocketbook in some ways before you spend, because again, you have a lot of options to buy. A lot. So
Marcos, what's the updated term for pocketbook? Because I don't think everyone knows what pocketbook is.
your wallet.
Yeah, your wallet. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding with you, man.
someone said it in the chat or something, but
yeah, like I don't know, man. Like right now, what I'm doing, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm cleaning up this room, like reorganizing stuff, like moving pieces around. I moved Hawkman over there instead of behind me. I think this whole thing looks new now. Let's give it a fresh look. I'm moving other stuff around. It's just like, I think people forget about that sometimes. Like they're like, oh, like let me go get a new piece. Let me go get a new piece, and it just like it looks like what's that thing called when people put a lot of trash in your house? They collect. What's it called?
hoarder.
Hoarder. Yeah, it starts like looking like a hoarder's house. I'm like, oh, I don't want that ever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's a fine line, obviously, between like I've seen some collections like there's a bunch of pieces you're like, that's a little bit too much. Everything's like packed in and it's tough. But you got to do what you got to do with your space too. That's another thing, like, and what you want to collect. But there's some like collections that have very little, but that they look very good too. So like, it's a tough thing, And getting like we always talk about, Jimmy, like getting good display and lighting is huge, honestly.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah,
it's big. Marcus, you got bad weather over there?
Bad weather?
Yeah.
No, actually, it's pretty good. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. That's what you're talking about.
Well, over here, I mean, I hear a storm coming over here, so.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's cutting out.
Yeah, right when he's storm's
timing, right? Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back.
I'm going in and out because I think it's still the weather right now. Yeah.
That was funny though. Literally, when you said that, that's when you cut off.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're getting bad weather.
No, casual. I like the your display behind you though, man. I love those Alex Ross prints.
Yeah, it's crazy because I never thought about putting art prints behind it ever. I was like, man, it's too cluttered. But with those, luckily, they don't look too bad.
I'm basically doing that with my 1/3 collection too. I have like I'm basically getting all like the sideshow prints of characters and like how they mat it up and everything. I'm just getting those, or I doing it myself too, make it cheaper. But that's exactly how I'm gonna do my 1/3 Batman, Bat Family line. It's gonna look awesome.
Do you know Cash by chance? Cash the Gemini?
Yeah. I don't
I
know
think
him
he's
personally, but
okay. Yeah. I think he's doing the same thing. So I can't wait to see like you guys put all that together because Sideshow does have some badass prints too, man. Like I kind of want to get some Sideshow prints, but no room, man.
That's just on the rabbit hole too. So
God, it is. Once I bought my first art print from Sideshow, I'm like, oh, this sucks. My wallet's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened. I have like 20 prints that are like really aren't even up right now. I'm just waiting, to put them up and everything. So it just sucks.
I bought one Alex Ross piece, and then I ended up going from 1 to 3 really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
and you do canvas, so it's even more expensive.
Yeah.
I really wanted it though.
They look pretty though, man. I gotta say they look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things about canvas. I just like the matte look. That's what I like personally. But the canvas, it looks awesome too. So it's whatever you like.
There could be an episode for like every part of collecting, right? Like what kind of lighting you use, storage, like setups. Yeah. But yeah, it's fun, man. Like I've been doing this the same amount of time. I think Marco's like 2.5, 3 years almost. And
Okay.
I'm still messing up. So
all the time. Yeah. Especially I drink on our show, so that make even more mistakes there, so
yeah. I'd fall asleep. I'm not good at drinking, man. So if you guys are if I ever go out with you guys, 2 drinks is my maximum.
Oh yeah.
I'm a lightweight. I don't like go crazy. I just sleep. I don't know what it is. It just puts me straight to sleep. Like it's weird.
It is a what do they call it? Like there's uppers and downers, like with drugs, because alcohol is a drug, and alcohol is a downer. It's not an upper, like cocaine, So that makes sense that you're falling asleep. That's
a good thing, right? Yeah. Maybe I should take cocaine now, I guess.
Yeah, there we go.
What's up, you guys?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Me and Marcos will be traveling this summer together, so I'll be watching over him, make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
Don't let me get near Todd, because we both drink too much too. So.
Oh, before we get out of here, are you guys going to any Comic Cons like New York or San Diego by chance?
I am not.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I do want to go though. I just it hasn't been a priority for me. But I do want to go to at least San Diego for sure, because that's the biggest one.
Yep.
But I would have to go with someone that like knows what they're doing. If that makes sense, like, I don't want to go there and make a million mistakes and just waste time. So that's a big thing too. So because you can just get caught up in everything and like make a million mistakes with money, like with parking or stuff like that, and hotels are expensive. So that's a whole process. And going, especially New York, just New York's New York City. So that's a beast. Yeah, it's a beast. But yeah, I do want to go though. Just not right now. Not a priority.
Movie Man's asking, when you hang art behind your statues, aren't you terrified that one may drop and break something? Always. No kidding. No, these are never gonna fall. I think. The way I hung them up, I put two of everything on each one. Mm-hmm. People say you could get away with just one. I was like, extra security, so I put an extra one.
Yeah, I put wall anchors on the Alex Ross stuff, and they hold like 70 pounds on each one. So, and I put 2 on the one above, is the real big one up there.
Oh yeah.
So there's 2 of them on there. I mean, you can't tell by the camera angle, but that piece is crazy big. So and it's not that heavy, but I put 2 70-pound anchors to hold that piece. And they all have a 70-pound anchor, and they're nowhere near that weight. So
but that is true too. Like I never thought about it, like you just said, Jimmy, because it is not heavy at all. Like my fully framed prints are not heavy whatsoever. That at most, what would you say, casual? Like behind you, those prints, they're like maybe 5 to 10 pounds at most. Like
at most.
Not even.
Yeah. So. I double, like just like Jimmy said, like probably 35 pounds. I think I used for the anchors, but that's overkill, to be honest. But
Yeah, it's over. But I mean, I've never worried about it falling or anything else or whatnot. Maybe the first day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Woke up the next morning, go right into this room, go like, okay, thank
yeah.
God.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
yeah.
So casual, what made you want to do art behind your statues and everything?
Oh, so there used to be steel beams like in every like 13 inches because like my setup used to be shelves, a ton of shelves. So I got
Oh,
rid of those shelves and the beams at the same time. And there was like blank walls finally on the wall. I liked it, but then like this deal like the deal came up on these Alex Ross prints and I was like, hey, that's not a bad deal. And I'm if I want to get the if I'm gonna get an art print, I'm gonna get the best of the best. Alex Ross, for me, like that's the best of the best for me.
yeah.
So I got them, and even if because I was gonna like play around with it, and if I didn't like it, I could sell it like right away. People were already asking for it, so I was like, let me try it. Freaking put it up. I got lucky with it, man. I got really lucky with it because I think it came out badass. The best one, I think, not just because of it being Superman, is the corner one because
Mhm.
it's like I've never seen anyone do that before where they put it up against a corner like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky with that. And
That's
after
good.
seeing that, I started like getting the other ones up, putting them
Mm-hmm.
around, and it worked out. It worked out. It was a gamble basically. Like it was a huge gamble because like I got scared that like I wasn't gonna like them, to be honest. And the
No.
framing sucks, man. Like I know a lot of people talk about framing, but they're
Mhm.
expensive. Like I don't know
Oh,
why they're so expensive, but
yeah.
anywhere you buy them, they're expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
You,
that answers your question, Marcos. But
that idea, obviously, because you had blank walls, basically.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
What's up,
So,
Jesus?
actually,
Nelson says if you do cocaine, you get strung up, making it exciting to buy more statues, but then you end up selling your statues to get more cocaine. It's a vicious.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't do that. Don't
But
do
you're
that.
losing money by that point because the market right now, you're barely going even on statues these days. So when you sell it,
We should look it up. Like, what's the cocaine prices these days? No kidding.
I've
Are
never
they
bought
going up?
cocaine, but it's not
I have
cheap. I
no
know that.
idea to even look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Marcos? Like, same question for you. Like, what's making you put art prints behind your stuff?
Man, I can't remember what content creator it was. I'm trying to think. It might have been Batman Statue Collector. There's somebody else. There was somebody that was a content creator, and he's like, oh man, it might have been Casual actually. I'm not Casual. Cash, the Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said he was gonna put like stuff behind it, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. I think he started doing it in his old. I know he like switched rooms, right? I think I haven't checked him out in a while, but I think in his old room he had a couple of them like that. I'm like, I like that look. It was him actually, 100%, because it was a Nightwing art print that I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that one he did it, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool idea. So exactly what he is like. I'm getting the Nightwing Hush. I think he said the 1/3 that I have, and then he was gonna put that art print behind him. Like, yeah, I should do that, and that's literally what started it. And then I just like art in general. I'm not an artistic person, so I like to see other people's art. Like my handwriting is like dog shit. Like it's awful. Like my 8-year-old nephew has better handwriting than me. So.
Yeah, look at that. That's
Yeah,
horrible.
I do like seeing other people's arts, like art, and it's really cool. And I have a couple Alex Ross prints too, not much, but I have a couple too. He is definitely. There's no denying his talent and and his art. Jimmy knows I'm not the biggest Batman fan of his though. He makes his chubby Batman. I always say that.
Yeah, huge ears and everything. Yeah. Yep. And Jimmy, how about you, man? What made you get those art prints?
I think I was.
You were drunk.
No, I was looking for some Iron Man prints to go with my Iron Man collection, and I came across Alex Ross, and anybody that knows me knows that I love Iron Man in his earlier stage of trying to figure out like technology and things, and Alex Ross's Iron Man is more like classic Mark One, not Mark One, more like Mark 2 and 3 or something, just read it out. So it's different from other art, especially the helmet. But I just fell in love with it. So I looked at more pieces, and I just had to get it. Like I found a way and I sold some stuff and I bought it, and then I just bought another one and bought another one. It just kept going. But the one above up here I got off of eBay, believe it or not, and that one's a print. And the other on top, the Avengers, is also a print, but all the other three on the bottom are canvas. So I went with canvas because I just felt like it really stands out when you look at it in person, and no matter what the light is in the room, it never glares. You see how, like, well, maybe I'm wrong, but
It's more like what's not, this is shiny, not shiny. It's more, yeah, I know what you mean though. Like
yeah, it has a different look to it, and it's really bright and vibrant. I think when you see it in person, and usually when people come into like my man cave, they'll start looking, damn, this is cool. And my uncle, I talked about it last week. My uncle was like, damn, these are amazing. He goes, I think I've seen these at like Comic Con on YouTube or something. And I was like, you may have. But yeah, I was looking for Iron Man prints, and I started one and went to four really fast. So
It's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, it's getting late over here. It's 12 a.m. officially over
Okay.
here. So yeah, like but yeah, you guys, if you guys ever like, I throw these out, randomly, so there's not like a set date. But if you guys ever like, same for the chat, and same for the people that watch after, like this is always open to anybody. And if you guys want to talk about anything, that's cool too. But Marcos, we'll see you Friday, right? At Godlike Statues.
Yeah, man, for sure. We have a big show. Jimmy can talk about it more, but be a big show, man.
Yep, Adams will be on this Friday on Godlike Statues, and April 26th, XM Studios will be joining us to discuss the future of XM with Ben, and we have some other stuff coming up very soon. We have the sculptor Romel coming on soon after. He's responsible for sculpting a ton of XM pieces, the Predator pieces, so he'll be on soon. I'm working on a few others, so we'll see how that goes. And more announcements coming up soon, so looking forward to that.
That's cool, man. Like, yeah, I put the link on the chat. So, and you're at 389, and at 500, you're going to be doing a giveaway, right?
That's right. We're at 500. We're giving away the Dark Phoenix, a Jean Grey from Sideshow. What an amazing piece, and thanks to Lane Kramer for donating that to Godlike Statues to give away. And you're also getting a custom Maju space from Brian to fit it. All that free to one of our subscribers coming up when we hit 500. And yeah, that's coming up very soon. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Hell yeah. I'm going to freaking be there for 500.
Yeah.
Might as well.
It's coming
Yeah.
up.
Hell yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, like I said, it's getting late. I wish we could keep going, but some people have to go to work tomorrow.
That's it, man.
But yeah, it's all for fun and everything. Tomorrow we'll have Statue Tuesday, and then Wednesday we have the COC with Crippler and Rashid, and then Thursday, I don't think anyone has a show on Thursday, and then Friday Godlike Statues, and then John's also an everyday collector. So I don't know why I have Netflix anymore. I don't know why I have any other stuff. I know this is all the stuff I watch, man. So
Same here.
yeah. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Thanks you guys for joining in, and thanks you guys for stepping in and everything.
Guys.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.